Hello, hello. It's a little late. Don't mind the robe, but I thought I'd make a video about this little conversation I had on Twitter with Michael Ian Black, a comedian that I do respect. He's a good comedian, very funny, good at comedy. When Michael and Michael Have Issues was on, I loved that show. It was a masterpiece. So much love, much respect to Michael Ian Black. I was actually shocked to see him reply to something I said to one of his tweets. It was regarding Russia, Trump, ties between the two. And it was, a lot of his tweets are very snarky. Even jokingly, Mark Maron has called them snarky. Which, that's fine. He's a comedian, and that's the way it should be. But I thought after the discussion that I had on Twitter with him, I should clarify some things, because it was strange, because a lot of people who also like me, Michael Ian Black, responded to me and thought I took this side or that side, or this is what I thought, or that. They assumed things, and then when I responded to them, they shut up. Like immediately. Most of them shut up. There was a couple that actually understood my side of the argument and continued the conversation, but this isn't, I'm not saying that's a badge of honor or anything. I'm just saying I need to clarify my stance, because obviously some people didn't get it. When it comes to specifically, and this goes for anyone who wants to know, what's the deal with Russia, Hillary, Trump, all that stuff. This is what this video is about. It goes back quite a ways. If you go to YouTube and you type in, "We created Al-Qaeda," you'll find videos of Hillary Clinton on Fox News saying verbatim that we, the U.S. government, created Al-Qaeda to give the Russians a hard time. Which, that was a long time ago. Obviously before 9/11. So, I mean, I don't know if the video was before 9/11, where she said we did that. I'm saying the creation of Al-Qaeda was before 9/11. But she admits that we did it. We, not you and me, not you and me. Let's face it. It wasn't you and me that did it. We didn't, you and me, the person watching this video, go like, "Hey, should we create Al-Qaeda? Yeah, let's go create Al-Qaeda." No, that didn't happen. It was a government that was supposedly in our best interest, and they did it on our behalf, right? Oh, it was so nice of them to do this with our tax dollars that we're forced to pay at the threat of violence if we don't. So it starts there. She admits, we created Al-Qaeda, the U.S. government, to give the Russians a hard time. So there's all right, so Cold War's over. In comes the Clintons. She admits, we created Al-Qaeda to give the Russians a hard time. What a perfect time to give the Russians a run for their money right after we've, I don't know, softened up and been nice and friendly to them. Let's piss them off. Why the hell not? I don't know, maybe because they have more nukes than us. Which they do. They have more nukes than us. And by the way, I don't know if you knew this. There's this new one that it's a cruise missile. It can take off from any kind of like submarine or whatever, and it goes over the target and splits into 16 separate nukes. Not mini nukes, full nukes. 16 of them, and they blanket the area and literally destroy everything. Isn't it wonderful? So, really, do we want to piss them off right now? Is that a good idea? You want to piss them off? So, the conversation goes on with Michael Ian Black. He's asking me, like, well, why do you care what Putin thinks? Well, simple. Because I don't want my children to die in nuclear fire. Well, he's an evil guy. Okay, maybe he is. I don't know. I don't live there. I'm not his friend. I don't live in Russia. And neither does Michael Ian Black. So I feel like both of our perspectives on this are not up to par. They're probably very gray at best. At best, it's a huge gray area because both of us are coming from a perspective of, I heard this on the news, I heard that on the news, which we just found out in this election that the Democratic Party pretty much tells the news what to do. That's in Hillary Clinton's emails, which I would say when it comes to proof of stuff, direct from the horse's mouth is proof. That's proof. What else is proof that verifies it, in my opinion, is that they never disputed the emails. They never said, no, these are the emails are full of junk and jargon. They made up all of this stuff. Somebody was typing on a computer for 30,000 emails worth of lies. They never said that. They just went, Russia did it. Says who? 17 intelligence agencies said that. 17. Really? Can you name all 17? Because I don't know of 17 intelligence agencies. Are you just using a number to make it sound like, oh, obviously it's 100% legit? Because, hey, everyone trusts the government. What, you don't trust the government? Why would you not trust the government? Tell me, when has the government ever lied to the American people? Has that, ever happened, really, ever? Oh, never. No, they don't lie. They never do. Never happens. Come on. So my perspective on this was, he presents to me like, well, Putin's an asshole, so why do you care what he thinks? Because he invaded Crimea, and I'm going, well, I've heard conflicting reports, and I don't trust the media. So if I've heard conflicting reports that some people in Crimea they wanted Russia to be in control, they wanted to join back with Russia, and others didn't. Which one is right? I don't know. I'm in America. And I'm listening to these talking heads that lie to my face all the time. So I'm supposed to take that as gospel? Fuck. No, I'm sorry. I'm going to put this in the category of something I do not know for sure. He acted like, oh, you don't know this? It's so obvious. I'm sorry. It is not obvious. At all. How do you trust any of these people? So my point is I don't lie to myself about what I know and what I don't know. I do know this. I don't know a lot of shit. I don't know a lot of shit. I believe a lot of things. But beliefs, they don't matter. If I believe 1 + 1 = 3, does it matter? No, it does not matter. So, beliefs don't fucking matter. That's my belief. My belief is that beliefs don't fucking matter. How convenient is that shit? So, to clarify, my view on Russia, Trump, government, Hillary, it works like this. Hillary pissed them off to start with, right? We created Al-Qaeda. Then she goes on to promise at the UN that we want to help people in Libya. We want to help them. Please let us help them. And Russia's like, yeah, I don't know if we want to let you do that. And they're like, well, we're just going to give them food and stuff. And Russia's like, look, you can help them. You can help the citizens so long as you don't do a no-fly zone. I don't want to see any like regime change type stuff. And they're like, sure, absolutely, we're not going to do that. We promise. Promise. And then, what do you see on the news? We came, we saw, he died. That's what Hillary said on the news. Do you think Russia saw that? Do you think they might have seen it and went, fuck that bitch? We came, we saw, he died. You think we don't know that you did this? Say it on national television. I'm not even going to get into Libya. There's all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff we could get into on Libya. But aside from that, my point is that Hillary has a history that is undeniable because of, here's the difference, right? Fact is when you can prove something beyond a shadow of a doubt. If you have a video of someone saying, I did this, and the thing that they said they did is what happened, well, they're taking credit for it. Might as well believe them, right? So unless Michael Ian Black's perspective is that she's lying about herself, which would be really weird. That's a whole other issue. It's possible. It is possible. So I actually don't know the answer. But I'm inclined to believe that she really wanted to overthrow Libya by saying, we came, we saw, he died, all that stuff. If I'm wrong, then prove me wrong. Please do. That would be great. I like proof. I'm one of these weird people who I don't take part in either side, left or right, all of that stuff. I like proof. I like the actual facts. And when I see that a Republican is a fucking asshat who's full of himself and thinks he's always right, I don't mean right on the right side. Correct. Yeah, I don't like him. When I see a person on the left who's like, hey, everybody knows social justice is the best thing in the fucking world. I'm like, no, it isn't. It's regressive. At best, it's just regressive. But anyways, so hopefully this clarified that I'm not for Trump. I'm not for Hillary. I'm against government. I don't think we need a government. I don't want to be led. You shouldn't want to be led. Regarding the Russia issue, they have way more nukes than us. And they were ready to, they're geared up. They're literally ready to go. Did you know that they have enough fallout shelters for all of their people? We have none that I know of. No fallout shelters. They have fallout shelters for all of their population. I don't mean to sound like a conspiracy theorist or something, but that's not a conspiracy because it's not people planning to do something illegal. It's fallout shelters. That's not against the law. It's not a crime. It's just a government that's ready to go. Why are they ready to go? Could it be that since Bill Clinton, they've been pissing them off for decades? Maybe. Probably. I don't actually know because I don't live in Russia and I'm not them. But you get my point? You see? The maybe is Donald Trump. The maybe, well, maybe it'll be different is Donald Trump because he's nowhere near regular when it comes to politicians. So that's why I do understand why he was elected. He's a maybe. He's a maybe it'll be different. Whereas a Clinton was, it will for sure be exactly the same as it's always been. Anyways, I hope that clarified my stance. I don't know. When it's late like this, I tend to rant. So, like, subscribe, or don't. Makes no difference to me. Talk to you later.